Hi, this is Mirat Al-Sukkari, wealth coach and founder of Taller Than a Palm Tree. And today I want to answer a question of how do I create wealth? Well, first of all, you have to create money. And you have to understand money from the physical form, and you have to do the inner work of understanding money, the energetic part. So what are you going to do? First of all, you're going to take a look at your budget. You're going to learn as much as you can about how much your spendings are, and you're going to start to rationalize your spending, because you have to live within your means. You have to find a way. Your target every day is to live within your means. You figure out how much you're making, you put out your basic needs, and if that's more than what you're making, you've got to find another way. Maybe you have to downgrade your rental, maybe you have to change your mortgage, maybe you have to sell your car and start riding public transport. I don't know, but you have to really live within your means. You cannot sustain living out of your means for a long time, because you will start getting really, really stressed. And research has shown that 70 to 80% of people are stressed about money worldwide. And it is one of the main reasons, maybe not the number one, but it's way up high, could be between 1 and 2 for divorce. So money is important, and we have to understand. It's something in our life that we have to understand. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about a few things to do physically to get your wealth or your money in shape. So we start with money. First of all, money is just a number, and you have to understand how numbers work. So with the numbers, if you take a number of a $10 bill, or a 10 euro, or a 10, whatever it is, the units you have, and you put aside one of those every single day. Persistence and consistency. Persistence and consistency. Every single day. Put it in an envelope, put it in a jar, put it to the side, and assume you don't own it at all. Assume it was spent in the morning and whatever. Okay? At the end of the year, you will have a pretty good sum. It will be $3,650, which is not little. And $3,650 could go towards something you need to do. Maybe you need to get a new couch. Maybe you need to change your fridge and appliances. I don't know. You need to do something with your car. That's an amount. And in reality, I chose a very small number. You didn't have to give up a lot in order to get that. So that's something simple. So that's understanding money. And it also works the other way around. If you start taking from your savings, even bits and pieces, it will also finish. So let's say you're taking 10, whatever, every single day from your savings. What's going to happen? You've actually taken $3,650. So people are not taking tens, they're taking, oh, I'll just take 500, I'll take 200. I need 1,000, I just need 1,000 this month. And they're depleting their savings without noticing. So the issue I want to talk about here, because it's a number, we have to know how numbers grow and how numbers act. So the number one thing is it adds up. It adds up positively and it adds up negatively. So be careful with your number. Be careful with your money. That's number one. Another thing you need to do is to really, really know where your money is going. You've got to keep a journal, because you will be surprised. It's exactly the same thing we do with time. You need to journal it and see what was happening with my time. So you will be surprised how $5, oh, it's just $5, because it doesn't sound like a lot. We spend it, oh, it's just $2, oh, just this, oh, it's just that, and it just adds up. And at the end of the month, maybe I've spent $300, maybe $500, maybe $1,000, bits and pieces. The value of them is not that high to my well-being or to my happiness, but they've been spent. And that's another thing. Number three, when you spend money, what is the real value of this money? In terms of how much is it giving me in satisfaction, the expenditure, or how much will it affect and affect my stress from having issues with money and I'm spending this business. So is this balanced? Am I getting a positive on that? So I need to make sure that I'm getting the value I need to get, or I must get, in comparison to how much I've spent. So those are 3 tips to get our money going. The physical things you can do starting today. Now go to my other videos and I will be talking more about what you can do internally so that you can release the stress and be more able to create that money and wealth in the end. If you want to know more about my programs, please go to miratalsukkari.com or go to my page, Taller Than a Palm Tree, where I share a lot of tips and a lot of information about how to deal with money.